It seems like there's a lot of communication that goes on, and I think anybody who's run affiliate programs knows that there's just a mountain of them out there. What are some of your tips on how to manage and prioritize the relationships and the networks out there? You know, do you have technology that helps you? Is there a formula? Is there trusted partners? Give us an idea about how you manage all these communications among these affiliate programs.
Pretty much if you're not talking to me on Instant Messenger or through email, I'm not going to talk to you because I don't really want to waste time on the phone, and that takes a matter of seconds talking to me on Instant Messenger. So relationships get built that way, and those are the companies I'm going to be working with. And a lot of the times you're going to be pushing a lot of volume with companies. If you don't know these guys too well, you can easily get burned or potentially try and get your money and then nobody talks to you anymore. So the companies I work with, it's all based on online talking with each other, meeting up with them at conferences, and knowing that it's not just out there to get money, but build something long term. So Instant Messenger and email is the best way I interact with everybody online.
So keep communication easy.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, I mean, I like IM as well. Like, I actually, because our inboxes, I think, as affiliates are always completely inundated. I have a hard time sometimes even finding some of these emails coming across. So I mean, phone I think is good for getting an introduction, trying to find out more things. And I also prefer going to conferences and meeting people in person because I think the relationship is very important.
Yeah, I'm kind of old school. I like to pick up the phone. I mean, definitely emails where it starts for me. The conferences have really been beneficial to us to build the relationship, to be able to put a face with a name. And then once that's in place, it's much more easier to actually them to take your phone call. But a lot of times it's, definitely we send out email opportunities, and that way you can reach the masses. We can hit, when you have 2,000 or so relationships through all the networks, it can be tough. And managing those relationships is not easy. But a lot of times it's working the account managers that you have, and a lot of times it's just the same things apply to most merchants, and most opportunities that you have are going to apply to them. But a lot of times also like the conferences, you get to build a relationship, and then picking up the phone for me, because I'm just old school, I think I do better at that. I think I'm able to kind of come across a little better. And also using the networks, they have a pretty good measuring stick of what merchants are doing, whether it be EPC or whatever the tools that the networks have. And we rely on those too. And actually, it's ironically right now, because we have so many relationships, I think it's time for us to be a little bit more strategic with those that actually do well on the site that we're doing sales with. Kind of that 80-20 or even worse, 90-10 rule applies where, the small majority of the sales are coming from a very smaller, segmented group of merchants. And, but to manage all those relationships sometimes not easy with email and all the things that the networks are pushing out to, for sure.
Anybody have any questions? These are the guys who you want to get pushing your products.
So